Building worlds. An introduction to level design. Level design is a critical aspect of video game development. It involves creating engaging and immersive environments for players to explore and interact with. Essentially, level designers are the architects of the virtual worlds we love to inhabit. A well-designed level can make the difference between a forgettable game and a truly memorable one. Level design is more than just placing obstacles and enemies. It requires a deep understanding of gameplay mechanics, player psychology, and storytelling principles. It's about crafting spaces that challenge and entertain players while guiding them towards the game's objectives. Imagine playing a first-person shooter without a sense of place or direction. You wander aimlessly through bland corridors, unsure of where to go or what to do. This lack of engaging level design can quickly lead to frustration and boredom. In contrast, a well-designed level draws players in. It creates a sense of wonder and excitement, urging them to explore every nook and cranny. Think about the first time you stepped onto the open plains of Hyrule in The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, or navigated the intricate pathways of Rapture in BioShock. These iconic locations are testaments to the power of great level design. Good level design elevates the entire gaming experience. It transforms a simple game into an unforgettable journey. Guiding the player. The importance of clear goals. Clear goals are the backbone of effective level design. Without a clear sense of purpose, players can feel lost and unmotivated. Imagine playing a puzzle game where you don't know what you're trying to solve, or a platformer where the end goal is unclear. Frustration would quickly set in. Every level should have a defined objective, whether it's reaching a specific location, defeating a boss, or solving a complex puzzle. This goal acts as a compass, guiding the player's actions and decisions throughout the level. However, simply stating the objective isn't enough. Level designers must carefully integrate the goal into the level's design, using environmental storytelling, visual cues, and subtle hints to guide players in the right direction. For example, in Portal 2, the level design often uses colored lines and arrows to subtly guide players towards the solution of a puzzle. These visual cues never explicitly tell the player what to do, but provide enough information to nudge them in the right direction. By setting clear goals and seamlessly integrating them into the level design, designers can create a sense of purpose and accomplishment for players, enhancing their overall enjoyment of the game. The power of reward. Keeping players motivated. Rewards are essential for maintaining player engagement and motivation. They provide a sense of accomplishment and encourage players to keep exploring and overcoming challenges. These rewards can take many forms, from simple collectibles and achievements to unlocking new areas or gaining powerful abilities. A well-placed reward can be incredibly effective in motivating players to explore every corner of a level. For example, many games use hidden collectibles or secret areas to reward players for their curiosity and exploration. However, it's important to strike a balance with rewards. Too few rewards can make a game feel unrewarding and tedious. On the other hand, showering players with rewards too frequently can diminish their value and make the game feel too easy. The key is to design rewards that feel meaningful and are earned through skillful play or exploration. For example, in Dark Souls, defeating a particularly challenging boss rewards players with unique and powerful equipment, further encouraging them to tackle even greater challenges. By carefully balancing the frequency and significance of rewards, level designers can create a satisfying loop of challenge and accomplishment that keeps players engaged. A feast for the senses, crafting unique level identities. Imagine playing through a game where every level looks and feels the same. No matter how well designed the individual levels are, this lack of visual and thematic variety can lead to monotony. Each level should be a unique and memorable experience. This means crafting distinct visual identities, atmospheres, and gameplay mechanics that set each level apart. Think about the diverse worlds of Super Mario Odyssey. Each kingdom has its own unique visual style, enemies, and challenges, making each feel fresh and exciting. Creating unique level identities goes beyond just visual aesthetics. It also involves incorporating distinct gameplay mechanics, enemy types, and even sound design. For example, a level set in a dark and oppressive forest could feature stealth gameplay and sound design that emphasizes environmental ambience, while a level set in a bustling city might focus on fast-paced action and a more energetic soundtrack. By embracing variety and crafting levels with distinct identities, designers can keep players constantly engaged and prevent the game from becoming repetitive. Making every step count. Avoiding wasted space. In level design, every inch of virtual real estate is valuable. Wasted space, areas that serve no real purpose or offer no meaningful gameplay, can make a level feel empty and uninspired. It can also break the player's immersion and make the world feel less believable. Effective level design utilizes every part of the environment to enhance the player's experience. This means carefully considering the placement of every object, enemy, and obstacle to ensure that it serves a purpose. One common mistake is creating large, empty spaces simply to pad out the level's size. Instead, those spaces could be used for hidden secrets, environmental storytelling opportunities, or optional challenges that reward exploration. Consider the intricate level design of Metroid Prime. Almost every room and corridor serves a purpose, whether it's introducing a new enemy type, presenting a puzzle to solve, or revealing a piece of the game's lore. By minimizing wasted space and maximizing the use of every area, level designers create more engaging and immersive experiences. The art of subtle guidance, directing player movement. While players should have a degree of freedom in how they explore a level, it's crucial to guide their movement subtly. This prevents them from getting lost, frustrated, or sidetracked from the main objectives. Level designers employ various techniques to achieve this, often without the player even realizing they're being guided. These can include environmental cues, using landmarks, light sources, or changes in architecture to draw the player's eye in a specific direction. Audio cues, employing sound effects, music changes, or character dialogue to hint at points of interest or upcoming challenges. Enemy placement, strategically positioning enemies to funnel players along a desired path or encourage them to explore certain areas. The key is to guide players without removing their sense of agency. Players should feel like they're making their own choices, even if those choices are subtly influenced by the level design. Think about the linear but visually stunning levels of The Last of Us. The game masterfully uses environmental storytelling and subtle cues to guide players through its post-apocalyptic world, creating a sense of exploration and discovery while still maintaining a clear path forward. By mastering the art of subtle guidance, level designers can create a more enjoyable and engaging experience. Speaking the language of games, creating a cohesive experience. Every game has its own unique language, a set of rules, mechanics, and visual cues that players learn to understand. Effective level design speaks this language fluently, creating a cohesive and intuitive experience. This means ensuring that the level design reinforces the game's core mechanics, communicates information clearly, and doesn't contradict established rules. For example, in a platforming game with a double jump mechanic, the level design should incorporate gaps and platforms that encourage and reward the use of that mechanic. Level design should also be consistent with the game's overall aesthetic and narrative. A level set in a dark and gritty world shouldn't suddenly feature bright colors and cheerful music, as this would break the player's immersion. Consider the Soulsborne series, known for its challenging gameplay and cryptic storytelling. The level design in these games is an integral part of the experience, often hiding secrets, lore clues, and deadly traps within its intricate environments. This consistency in design philosophy reinforces the game's core tenets of exploration, discovery, and overcoming adversity. By understanding and utilizing the game's unique language, level designers can create a more immersive and rewarding experience. Learning from the masters. Real-world examples of great level design. Throughout gaming history, certain games have become renowned for their exceptional level design. Analyzing these examples can provide valuable insights for aspiring level designers. Super Mario Bros. NES, 1985. This classic platformer established many of the fundamental principles of good level design, including clear goals, intuitive level flow, and rewarding exploration. Each level is carefully crafted to teach players the game's mechanics and gradually increase in complexity. Half-Life 2, PC 2004. Half-Life 2 is praised for its environmental storytelling and its ability to guide players through its world using subtle cues and level design. The game seamlessly blends combat, puzzle solving, and exploration, creating a truly immersive experience. Portal 2, PC 2011. Portal 2 takes a unique approach to level design, using its portal gun mechanic to create mind-bending puzzles and challenges. The game's level design is ingenious, encouraging players to think outside the box and utilize the environment in creative ways. By studying these and other examples of great level design, aspiring designers can learn from the masters and gain a deeper understanding of what makes a level truly exceptional. Avoiding common pitfalls, mistakes to watch out for. Even experienced level designers can fall prey to common pitfalls. Being aware of these mistakes can help you create more polished and enjoyable levels. Poor signposting. Failing to provide players with clear directions or objectives can lead to frustration and confusion. Always ensure players understand where to go and what to do, using visual cues, environmental storytelling, or in-game hints. Unbalanced difficulty. Difficulty spikes or overly easy sections can disrupt the flow of gameplay. Aim for a gradual increase in challenge, giving players time to learn new mechanics and master the game's systems. Lack of variety. Repeating the same level design elements too often can lead to monotony. Strive for variety in level layout, enemy encounters, and gameplay mechanics to keep players engaged. Ignoring player feedback. Playtesting is crucial for identifying design flaws and areas for improvement. Pay attention to player feedback and be willing to iterate on your designs based on their experiences. By being mindful of these common pitfalls, you can avoid potential design flaws and create more enjoyable and polished levels. Level design essentials. Key principles for success. Mastering the art of level design requires a deep understanding of gameplay mechanics, player psychology, and a keen eye for detail. Here are some key principles to keep in mind. Clarity is key. Always ensure players understand their objectives and the rules of the game world. Guide. Don't force. Subtly direct players towards their goals without removing their sense of agency or freedom of exploration. Reward. Exploration. Encourage players to explore every corner of your levels with hidden secrets, optional challenges, and meaningful rewards. Embrace variety. Keep players engaged by introducing new mechanics, enemy types, and visual themes throughout your levels. Playtest relentlessly. Thoroughly test your levels and be receptive to player feedback to identify areas for improvement. By adhering to these principles and continuously refining your craft, you can create immersive and engaging levels that elevate the gaming experience.